The wait is over. You were waiting, right?
Oh, God. No. Please, no.
The end is nigh. Darwin and Cat are back.
On this week's episode, we crack open an audio time capsule. Journey back with us to our earlier broadcast days when Cat flew solo, trying to class up an 80s show with her signature one-liners and comedy bits. And with me in a brief clip from college radio, and then on to the original Darwin and Cat radio show, transforming regular mornings into a wild experiment in co-host chemistry. There's a reason Kat and I wanted to work together. Two radio misfits broadcasting against better judgment, somehow stronger together than apart. From sketch comedy between new wave hits to a full-blown parking lot meltdown, you'll hear what that's about. This episode is a love letter to the weird, scrappy era of boundary-pushing radio. We hope you'll laugh, probably gonna cringe, I know we will, and you just might hear the moment the magic began. Basically, we're going to air check ourselves today.
I can't wait to hear what you've unearthed. Anyway, I can't wait to hear what you found. But I think first we should kind of explain what an air check is. And
good idea.
Yeah. So an air check is when you get called into your PD's office and he or she will sit down with you, play your show, and pretty much explain how you botched it, what you could do better. And the point of an air check is to teach you how to tell a story. There's got to be a beginning, a middle, and an end, and it's got to click along and not kind of stray off into the wilderness too much.
Good way to put it. It makes you listen to yourself to improve.
And sometimes it's so awful because I would think, oh my God, this is so funny. He's gonna love this. He's gonna love it. And he's just like, what the hell were you thinking?
Yeah, air checks can be painful that way.
Awful, excruciating.
Yeah. And not helpful. If you have somebody who's really good at air checking you, they're useful.
Yes.
If you don't,
you just don't get it. You moron, you don't get it. You don't understand our genius, or what we thought was genius.
Well, and sometimes we were right about that.
Sometimes.
And other
Sometimes.
we were not right about that. So I was digging through some old audio and I found some old hard drives in my basement. I found some old cassette tapes.
Ooh.
Yes.
Ooh.
So a little bit of both.
Blow the dust off.
Yeah, and I found audio from you.
Oh, no.
Doing the Sunday Rewind.
The Sunday Rewind. I haven't heard that show in forever. It is so dear to my heart. All right, so Sunday Rewind, I absolutely love doing this show. Let me just explain what that was. It was on the great alternative station WEQX in Manchester, Vermont. And we did an 80s focused music show. And since I was new, I was given this shift because I used to call it the punishment shifts. Like whoever was new was given like Saturday night and Sunday morning. But I really wanted to make something of this. And Darwin, you did the Sunday Rewind too, right?
I did. It was, for a long time, yeah, a good way to put it, the punishment shift. It was kind of the dumping ground. And EQX insisted on doing everything live, which to their credit, awesome.
Very.
And that's the way radio should be done. But we didn't always have a full staff. So sometimes like a random part-timer would cover it, but more often than not, it'd be one of the full-time people. And being the newest guy on that totem pole, as the saying goes, it was me.
You're up, kid. You got the 80s show.
Yes. And this would be like, sometimes I was working 7 days a week because they wouldn't have someone on Saturday night and I'd have to fill in and I would just stay the night there. It really, when you came along, it got rid of my 6-day work week, which I was happy for. Yes, you were a hero there. And as a listener, I absolutely love that show. And I'm a big fan of a huge tradition for people in the area, a big deal for Sunday mornings. And it was a lot of fun because we also got to stray from new wave and alternative to some of the pop music from the 80s as well. And that was fun. When they hired you, it was great. I'm like, it's all yours. And you were excited about the music and you can make the show your own. And it wasn't just like random Google facts about the artist. I mean, you really were great. But I want to point out one thing.
Sure.
I mean, you brought a new energy to the show and it was amazing, but you also inherited what happened before the show. And there was a show called Jazz Tracks. And the guy who hosted it was a friend of the owner who kind of did it as a hobby. And he had this kind of skin problem. It would look like it had snowed in the studio, but it was just his arm dandruff.
So you warned me before my first ever rewind. I'm all excited. I'm going to make this show my own. And you're like, listen, there's kind of a little issue with the board. And I'm thinking, what, all the knobs? I think I got this down. I think I'm going to do okay. And you're like, imagine a snow globe has exploded everywhere. And that's what it was. The gentleman before me who did the Heritage Jazz Show just shed his arm dandruff everywhere. And I was like, I needed a leaf blower to get that clean.
It was horrible.
Yeah, I felt bad for him.
Nah,
Those itchy
you
little
didn't.
flakes everywhere.
You didn't after you were cleaning it up week after week.
Yeah.
It was horrible. Another fun fact about him, he was the local postmaster.
Right. So he
So-
was a little crazy. Is that what you're saying?
That, yes. And I don't know if you knew this, but when people that worked there full time would mail their demos to apply for other jobs, he would totally snitch on them to the owner.
What do you mean?
So he would see it in the mail. Like if you were,
If you were trying to get a job at
Yes.
another station?
yes, and he would totally snitch. So it was this.
So would you have to maybe drive, like 45 minutes out of the city to where another crazy postal worker is who doesn't recognize the package and mail it from there?
Bingo. And when I got hired full time, I was told by the other full time people, if you ever look for another job, drive to Bennington, drive to Albany to
That's
mail
wild.
to mail your demo because
The
he
man
was
with the
snitch
arm
on.
flicks is going to bust you. He is the law.
So about the rewind.
Yes.
You were excited about it.
Well, I wanted to make the most of having a microphone and nobody else in the studio. I wanted to do original comedy. I wanted to do sketch stuff. And when I actually talked about the bands, I wanted to find facts that were beyond Google. Say a guy from the Flock of Seagulls sells luggage now. I'm going to tell you all about it. What kind? Is it Samsonite? Does it have a little lock on it? I'm going to let you know. That was my goal with the Sunday Rewind. And I also wanted to dig into some songs that you might not necessarily hear on a radio station all the time, like the big hits, maybe just some really cool album cuts too.
Now you also had some commentary. You added your thoughts to things. So let's give it a listen. Going back in time here. You ready for this?
I don't think I was that weird, but let's find out.
1027 WEQX. It is the Sunday Rewind. That was Annie Lennox, Walking on Broken Glass. That's what I would call mom music. Not to offend the mothers out there. Love you guys. But that's the kind of song that you can play in front of your friend's mom, and the friend's mom would go, that's a really nice song.
All right, that story came from real life because I was driving with my friend Andy and his dear, wonderful mother, Carol. There was some Eurythmics on, and she goes, that's a really nice song. And mom music in my mind was born.
Walking on broken glass. That's nice. I was just thinking about all the foot cuts,
Maybe she had a lot of calluses. But yeah, it was some Eurythmics song came on, and that's where mom music was born. And yes, I am a mom, but I'm not big on mom music. It is
Not
a
yet.
thing. Not well, give me another month or two.
You're
That's a
working on it.
really nice song. I suddenly cut my hair like Annie Lennox. Like, what happened to Cat? Yeah, so that's an example of what I was trying to do on the Rewind.
The next clip I have of you, it's something I did a lot in the studio. There was a TV hanging on the ceiling.
Right.
You could watch whatever, and sometimes I would comment about what was on TV, and you did here, actually.
Okay, I was just looking up at the TV, and I was watching Lifetime, because I'm a girl, and that's what we do, right? It's television for women, and I saw B. Arthur on the Golden Girls. It's a little too early for B. Arthur, but I want to wish her a happy birthday. She is 114 years old today. Happy birthday, B. This is The Cure, a letter to Elise.
I got phone calls correcting me. Oh, the lady's only 77 or whatever she was. Like, oh, God, I'm sorry. My calculations were off. My Golden Girl math is bad.
What I love about it is this is your comedy. It was the most unexpected number.
Thank you.
So it was, I was like, all right, that's good. But I would do that too. I would look up the TV and it would just forget what I was going to say with that break. I'm talking about what I just saw on the TV.
My mind would just tend to wander. And the TV
That
was
TV
on.
got me into trouble sometimes, I swear.
Yeah.
Now, you also, I'm just going to play this one for you because I have it labeled here, Mittens with No Legs, Runaway Train.
No clue.
Okay, let's see if you remember this.
On the Sunday Rewind. Okay, now I'm completely bummed out because that video had all those missing and exploited and runaway children. And I get really bummed out when I see a poster of a missing cat. It's like, please, he answers to Mittens and he needs his hairball drops and he has no legs and please bring him home.
Okay, what? You go from missing exploited children.
Free to air check me, Cat. I don't think that was a very focused break.
No, you just air checked yours. But how does your mind go to, oh, There's children missing, and somewhere out there, there's a missing
because
cat,
it's
and I'm
very
gonna-
sad. And what makes me sad, of course, missing exploited children. I have a heart. But if I see a sign, it's always like Mittens needs his hairball drops and he has no legs. That's sad too. See, it goes together. All sad.
It's a twisted way to get there, but hey. So sometimes there'd be a sponsor for the show.
Right?
And I don't know what salesperson came up with. Do you remember any of the sponsors at all or no?
Skateboard shop, a podiatrist.
Actually, yeah, that's the clip I
Oh, you found the foot doctor?
I have you
Oh, gosh.
basically hawking foot care.
Oh, nice. I'm sure my professional commercial radio voice.
But think about it, it's a Sunday Rewind and someone's like, oh, it's for old people, which it was not because this aired in the early 2000s.
Yeah, but it was still a while back. I mean, that was already like 20 years old at the time. So like, you can be brewing some corns down there.
Oh my God. I hear 20 years ago, I think the 80s still.
Yeah, it was, right? 20. That's what I said, 20 years ago.
So here you are with all your foot care.
Luck as we look back at 1992 on the Sunday Rewind, and it has been brought to you by Manchester Medical Center, offering you specialty foot care through our on-staff podiatrist, 34 Ways Lane, Manchester. It's Blind Melon, no rain. Yeah, he's dead. Oh, well.
So that's a comment about the band.
Hold on
I
a
got
minute.
back on the track.
Oh, and at the end of that, did you catch what you said?
He's dead. Oh, well.
Hold on, I got to play that again.
He's dead. Oh, well.
Was it
Now,
not
can I bring up
accurate?
the fact you hated that song because you
Whistling
hate
and
whistling
snapping.
and snapping.
Yeah, and it has both.
And you hate it every time you had to play No Rain.
Yes, please, people don't whistle and snap around me.
And one day I forgot.
I have a sensory issue with that.
I was playing and I turned up in the studio. I'm like, I love this song. And you're like, make it stop.
God, for the love of Christ, make it stop.
Okay. So let's, I have another one. I got a lot of them here for you, by the way. I harvested
Oh, I
a whole
wanted
bunch.
to tell you why it was 92 on an 80s show. We were doing something special.
Oh, yeah, I didn't catch that. That's right.
1992. We were doing something called, I think it was 22 years and 22 days. It was the anniversary of EQX.
Oh, yes,
and we
that's
were
right.
playing songs from each year that it started. So we were
Yes.
on 1992 that day. So we didn't do an 80s show. We did all songs from 92.
That was one of the coolest things we did at EQX in terms of music because it wasn't like sprinkling in songs from that year. We literally played every song that the station played that year.
It was really cool.
for
It
a
was
full day.
21 years and 21 days, I think it was called. Yes,
yes,
that was
that's
it.
what it was. Which was actually my idea.
Really?
Yes, I had. That was what I had suggested at our staff meeting, that we just dedicate each day to a different year.
I never went to those
And
staff meetings because I was just a weekender. So I'm glad you're telling me this now.
You were supposed to go to those meetings. but you
What?
didn't.
I never got the memo. Don't
Yeah.
tell Kat.
That's because they would put it in your mailbox that you weren't there to check.
Oh yeah. Whoops.
So yeah, but it was so cool to do that, and I'm glad they went for it. But it was just, when you were listening through some of the years too, it was kind of shocking to be like, EQX played this.
Mhm.
Yeah, it did. They did. I mean, one year they were playing Limp Bizkit of all things.
Whoa.
Yeah, Nookie was like the top song one of the years, whatever year that was. All right, so back to the 80s with a little Rick Ocasek.
Sexy man.
1027 WEQX. It's the ultra dreamy Rick Ocasek with Bottom Dollar. Never mind that he looks like a potato bug, ladies. He's got something going on. He married a supermodel. That is from his album Next Day. Hey, I'm Kat.
You know, that's a good break. It was quick, to the point.
And
Right?
I got a little potato bug in there. When I was a little kid, I saw a potato bug on my grandma's stairs, and it scared the hell out of me. And years later, I thought, oh, that kind of looked like Rick Ocasek. And I worked it in.
And I think that break was from after the Sunday Rewind, because we were playing a new song from him. So after the Sunday Rewind ended, you had to continue on with normal playlist.
Oftentimes, it depends if somebody didn't come in.
And then I think you'd be there till like 2:00 maybe.
Yep.
So
there's a
that
whole
the
lot of
rest
me.
of these are from that. This
Okay.
is after the rewind. This one's about a minute long, and it's so this one kind of broke the rules at EQX.
Oh, God. Because I didn't know them in the first
Right.
place.
Right.
And I learned them and I didn't care.
That too. So EQX had their tower and transmitter on top of Mount Equinox, hence the call letters. And Mount Equinox is owned by the Karsuthian monks, which live in a monastery on the other side of the mountain. And there was always this paranoia about offending the monks. and the monks, because the monks could revoke their lease on the mountain. And the monks listened. This was actually true. I thought it was made up bullshit. They listened because that's where they got their weather forecast. And that's why we did the weather at 55 every hour.
Oh, it was for the monks?
For the monks.
It was like holy weather.
Yeah, it was.
Man,
So
I should have been more respectful, don't you think? Yeah.
Well, I wonder what the monks thought of this one.
I'm Kat. Good morning. There is really big news out of Tennessee. Is that Tennessee music? Yeah, sure. Why not? So the police have reported they have closed down a crack house. You know, no big deal. I mean, it happens all the time. But their job was made much easier for them because there was a huge sign outside that would hang out every morning, and it would say Crackhouse. So that's how you get customers.
Excuse me, I'm here to buy some crack. Am I in the right place?
Well, look at the sign. Can't you read?
Actually, I can't read. I'm just here to buy some crack. Is it good crack?
Yeah, I made it this morning in my toilet. It's really, really fresh crack. Can't you read the sign? It says crack and fresh crack.
Well, thank you. I'd like to buy some crack now.
So they arrested everybody at the crack house, and now the world is safe from stupid crack dealers. Well, at least for a little bit. This is Mighty Mighty Boss Tones. Where'd you go, EQX?
What happened there?
Okay, I can explain why I did stuff like that. I had no ability to work the board to take phone calls or do any of the stuff that, people hosting on the air actually did.
Mm-hmm.
Put on a collar, talk to them.
But wait, I
want
think
a
you
t-shirt.
started the wrong bed music too.
Well, yes.
That was like surf music.
And it was way too loud. So could you hear me potting it down? It was like, I was like on 11. So I did what I could do. I could talk and I can do voices and I can write little mini sketches between the songs. And that's how that was born, because I didn't have the real radio skills that I needed to be on the air.
Although so you generally want to keep everything to a minute or less. And that one ran over a little bit there. So, but it's funny, but also if I was driving along, I would have been like,
I got a lot of good phone calls though. Hey, and I wish I could have put them on the air. Hey, Cat, how fresh was our crack? They would have loved that over the Monk Mountain, right?
It would have just got, so I wonder if the monks heard that and they were like, they never complained about it. Yeah. You also really, you kind of focused for an era. I remember this era of you focused on news from the South, because I would do Florida making it funny. And I think you didn't want to take my thunder.
No, but I also was learning from you. So thank you, Jedi Master.
Yeah, you're welcome. So let's see how much you learned in this one.
1027 WEQX, latest from the Strokes. It's Juice Box, and you will find that on First Impressions of Earth. It's bread, it's turkey, it's leftover stuff. You don't want to hear about it. More news out of the South. There's a lady, her name is Barbara King. She's 35. She was arrested in Largo, Florida on a warrant for forgery and prescription fraud. It probably happens every day. But when the police knocked on her door and asked where she was, her 4-year-old said, "Mommy's hiding in the closet." I think that little narc is going to get a timeout.
Now, honey, you're going to sit in this naughty chair for 4 minutes until you learn not to rat Mommy out to the police. Okay, Mackenzie Sue?
See, you got to discipline your kids. If you don't start young, they're going to run wild, and then they're going to turn you into the cops.
How long was that one? Was that one over the time limit too?
It was a minute and a second. 1 minute, 1 second.
All right, I'm getting better.
Well, I love the beginning when you were like, bleh, 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 bleh.
Well, that's happened to you too.
You're outroing the Strokes having one yourself.
I'm outroing the Strokes and half my mouth stops working. Wow, the irony.
You didn't even call attention to it. You just moved right on. I mean, it's a great story, but your voices are great as well.
Thank you.
That was funny. That was, and I remember listening to stuff like this going, God, we got to work together because we're both insane.
This whole time I was doing all this stuff, in the back of my mind, or actually in the front, I'm like, I want to do a show at Darwin. We have to be a morning show. And I've said this before. I was just a weekender. I wanted to be on in mornings, which is like working in the deli of a hospital and thinking you can do eye surgery.
But you did it.
But somehow we did it. Somehow I convinced you. And here we are.
You had the vision. And I want to point out too, like, that you, and like me, you like the best things. And I like the best things, right? We are a little fancy.
We can be slightly fancy, pinky up.
You're not going to go buy a purse at Aldi.
Not usually.
No.
Probably got
Unless
a can
it's
of
a joke.
niblets in it. That would be nice, but yeah.
But otherwise, you're going to go for the nice brand. You're going to go for the nice restaurant, right? We're both like that. And it's always been a very great compliment to me that you wanted to do a show with me because and at the time I was the award-winning guy on the station too. I'd been getting the Metroland, best DJ every year. And you were like,
that guy.
That is the Coach purse.
That's who I want to work with. You're like YSL, dude. Yeah.
Yeah. I got 3 more clips. 3 more. You also brought in some pop culture a little bit. You wanted to talk about the movies. That was important.
Oh, yeah. I'm a huge movie nerd. So I have no idea what I was talking about back then, but yeah.
Well, let's see.
So this is Kat. If you're around in 92 and going to the movies, you may remember that Leprechaun was out that year. Waxworks 2, Lost in Time, The Bodyguard, which all those movies are the same. They're just all such a similar theme. I think there were leprechauns all over The Bodyguard. Also, Daughters of the Dust. I think I saw that. I think it was 2 hours of women prancing around with frilly scarves. And that's all that happened in the whole movie. And it was supposed to be empowering or something. I don't know. I don't get the whole frilly scarf thing. But here's something I do get. Mars Volta, EQX.
Okay.
I do remember that movie, and that's all I can recall. It was just empowering women in their scarves.
Sounds like an Alanis Morissette video.
It wasn't even that edgy.
So yeah, you just kind of a little bit about a movie that everybody forgot about.
How was that on time? Can you air check me on that? How was that on time?
Sure. That one was 37 seconds.
All right.
Good.
All
It was
right.
good. It was a very
I'm gonna
efficient break.
Pat myself on the back here.
Yeah, and if it was quirky, which was good because that's what we were going for. This one's really good. This is a quick joke.
Okay.
Really quick.
Death Cab for Cutie off the album plans. It's soul meets body. Sounds more like foot meets crotch because he sings so high.
You hated Death Cab.
I did.
Will never forget how it was worse than whistling and snapping for me. Death Cab for Cutie set you on fire. What was going on?
I don't.
Who hurt
now
you?
I'm okay with some.
Okay. I
There's
like
some good
them.
stuff there.
Yeah.
There was just, you know what it was? Being the night person, the program director at the time they would do is overload the nights with new music. So there'd be songs that were day parted only played during my shift. And at the time they were really heavy on Death Cab. And it was also like you said, foot to the crotch. It was
Foot meets
a little bit
crotch.
Yeah. I think that I just had some weird burnout on Death Cab at that point. And I did not want to hear them at all. But that was great. That was a good joke.
Thank you. I don't know how Death Cab would feel about that.
They'll probably write a whole song about how you hurt them.
Hurt their little crotches.
One last clip of you solo before I embarrass, and I'll let you embarrass me. How's that?
I'm very, very much looking forward to this.
All right. Let's go to Pennsylvania for this one.
So big news out of Pennsylvania. A man has been awarded $46,200 for genital injuries inflicted by his vengeful ex-girlfriend. While the dude was napping, his girlfriend glued his butt cheeks together. She also glued his privates to his abdomen and more privates to his leg. All as a payback for having moved on with his life after their breakup, blah, blah, blah. But here's the thing. The girlfriend says it was consensual. Do you think so? How would that go down, baby? I love when you glue my bitch to my leg. I love it too, honey. I'll go get the Elmer's glue. Hurry up now. See, that would be consensual. But this doesn't sound like it was consensual, and I think the courts agree with me. Gonna take a quick break and come back with Coldplay, Fix You, EQX.
I think that was a very, very tight break. Tighter than his butt cheeks.
Well, I'm noticing a theme here with genitals and you. There's something going on.
You picked out the best ones now on the monk-o-meter.
Yeah, I don't know, especially when you got.
Or is that monkometer? I don't know these fancy words.
That was something.
Darwin, thank you for finding that in the vault.
That was good.
That was.
Now I
that
want
was
to
really
compliment
fun.
that one. You painted a good picture, and
thanks.
you picked up on you're talking to one person when you're on the radio, and this is something a lot of radio people don't get. You said it as if you were talking to them in the room. Well, what do you think?
Well, yeah, that's what
that was
you
really
taught
good.
me. And that's what helps conquer nerves if you're new to being on the air. And you told me that you're just talking to me. You're talking to that one friend gluing their
That's it.
bits to their leg. Yes.
And that is exactly how you would have told me that story in person. And
No different.
And that's why you were really popular on there. People really liked that because they felt like you were there with them.
That actually means a lot coming from you because, man, I heard you on the air and I could just go on all day about how awesome you are in the air. So there.
Well, I have something for you that will undo all of that.
Oh, what?
I'm probably going to pause this halfway through.
Okay.
But I went digging because after I found this other audio, I thought, okay, there's got to be some really horrible audio of me out there. I was trying to find my first night on EQX and I couldn't. I have that somewhere. I couldn't find it where I screwed up everything. and it was
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know about doing that.
Yeah, you would have been proud of the things I screwed up my first night on the air. And I don't know why I kept the tape, but I had this from college radio. Now my voice I don't know, it was weird. I was an early bloomer in puberty. You know, I was like one of those 12-year-olds that was like hairy. But hey, mama. Hey, but my voice didn't really keep up.
Oh, okay. So you had to catch up with your voice.
Yeah, it changed in my
and your
20s.
chest hair.
Yeah, that was there. I got that, but also I had just come out of the closet and I was spending time around a lot of the gays.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of developed a little bit of a lisp.
Oh, okay.
You're like, huh? This is me with my other former co-host, Julie.
Oh, wow. Oh, gosh. Pre-cat. I can't wait.
Yes. Pre-cat doing morning radio on KJAC at NAU. It's horrible. I'm probably going to pause this halfway through because I want to get your thoughts. So it's also from AM radio.
Love it.
And an old cassette tape. So it sounds really awful.
KJAC 1680. That was a lovely little song called Blue by Apple 65. Brian
and Julie.
I was waiting for you to swallow.
I was I was drinking. I have a Sprite in here that I'm thirsty for.
That is very true. And I made my note here, and I followed my note. I made a note to remind me to do something, and I did it.
I'm so proud of you, Brian.
I am too.
Yeah. So
this is our last show.
I know.
I'm upset.
It's Friday.
It's Friday. I have to work tonight.
I don't. I'm going. Well, I have the option of working tonight, but somehow I think I'm just not gonna.
For which
Cinco de Mayo.
Oh, that's right. Oh, we got a call.
Hey. I think you made this may be our call that we lost last time.
This might be our caller. How about you answer it, and I'll tell a little story over.
So I'm pausing there.
My God. That's you.
That's full-on homo me. Horrible.
I have known you a long time, and I have never known you with that voice.
Thank you. So I'm like, well,
I think at one point you went,
let's talk about the radio. Oh, this is our last show, silly.
I love your gay radio voice, Darwin. I really do. I love it.
It's so embarrassing.
All right. Well, let's hear a little bit more.
A little bit more. I was going to say also, look how awful that was. It was so college radio. Like, what are you doing today? Oh, I might go to work. Like, there's nothing compelling in this conversation.
I'm going to iron my slacks and put pleats. It's going to be so fun.
I'm going to put some pleats in. All right, let's see. I'm going to tell a little story here, which, by the way, the little story is me telling the weather forecast.
Yeah. The weather. KJAC weather forecast. Today, partly cloudy, the high is 75 and a low of 41. Saturday, partly cloudy with a high of 69 and a low of 41. And Sunday, 72 with a low of 38. Currently, it's 72 degrees outside of the KJAC studios at Northern Arizona University. We have a caller.
We do.
I love your gay weather. I love it. So there's like cloudy with a chance of fabulous.
Cloudy with a chance of fabulous. Cloudy with a chance of fabulous.
I gotta say, you're clicking along. I did a little college radio too, and I did not keep it moving that well. So I hear the professional emerging.
It was a training ground.
He's super on fire, but I hear him coming out.
Super. So we're trying to get a caller on the air. And you will be able to relate to this right here.
Ew.
Is this the guy?
This is somebody.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello? You're on the air.
Oh dear, we're having problems again.
Are we having technical difficulties with is the volume up?
I've been putting the volume up. I'll put it up a little bit more.
Hello? Can you hear us? Can you hear us?
Apparently not. We're having problems with this phone here.
We are having major.
We are. Let's just not do this then, okay, Brian?
Okay. Here, patch it back and tell them we can't do it.
Okay, you can do that.
Okay. Is patch back? Okay, yeah, it's not working. Could they hear us? Oh, dear. Well, we have problems. We have technical difficulties. Why wouldn't we on our last day, though? You know what I mean?
Of course, it's the last day. Everything's starting to break down because we're leaving and it's all so sad.
I know.
I suddenly don't feel so alone. I've never felt so seen and heard. Just freaking out on the air like, why is nothing working?
And I'm like, can they hear us? And I'm like, hello.
Hello,
Like, I'm like,
hello.
saying it louder. Like, that's going to help. Wow. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. I kept saying, oh, dear, Philly. Like, what?
I like Julie a lot. Did she go on to do any radio, like commercial radio?
No, she did not. She was very good.
She is really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Julie,
I wish she
you're
had.
awesome.
We still keep in touch, too.
Oh, cool.
So Julie is awesome. She had a lot of the pains you did seeing. We started off in the afternoons, and then we moved to mornings.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah. Her big complaint in the afternoons was that I would bring lunch with me.
Would it like
usually,
smell
'cause of
funny,
my-
like bologna?
Yes. Yes. They had like, at the time they had turkey stew or beef stew every day in the university commons. And I would always bring in this like stinky smelling stew. And she'd be like, why do you bring that in? It smells. She was right.
It's Moroccan and has a goat leg in it. Just eat it, Julie.
So that I'm going to move on from and pretend none of that ever happened. Let's listen to.
I loved it. Thank you.
Oh, now it's on the internet forever. Shit.
Just
All
like
right.
my wife swap.
Let's move on. Yeah. your
Now
wife Bob.
Now we're evensies.
Yeah, here, let's go into the Darwin and Cat radio show. Let's fast forward to
The original
this-
show.
Yes, this is from January. We have the exact date, actually. January 8th, 2008. You ready?
Go for it.
Now it's audio. Oh, I should set this up. This is actually from our show. Like, we have the whole show recorded. And so I've cut it up here in little chunks just to give a little taste of what it was like listening to our show back then.
You know when you were in high school or even college, it was a nice day.
Oh, and you say, I want to have class outside?
Let's take this bitch outside. Let's do this
I think
show.
that's a good idea.
I mean, it's 51 right now. It's going to be mid-60s today. I think that would be
How
pretty
are we
cool.
both going to
We'll take care of that in a little bit.
That. Okay.
So do you remember this?
I don't know yet.
So this was that weird thing that happens in Albany in January where it just warms up for no reason.
Yes.
Like a day.
Yes. And it could literally be 0. And then the next day it's 57 degrees.
And that
It's
was this day.
So weird.
And because you couldn't push the buttons, we decided to do the show outside. But by we, it meant yes.
1049 The Edge, Green Day, and Basket Case. You're listening to the Darwin and Cat radio show, 621, and it is 52 degrees. Cat is, we said let's take this bitch outside. She's out in the parking lot. What up, lady?
Hey, Darwin.
Hey, what's up? How is it outside?
Well, it sucks.
It sucks. Why? It's 52 degrees, dude. It was 4 degrees a couple days ago.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
All right.
It's dark and it's muddy, and I'm standing here like an ass all by myself.
Well, Cat,
What?
nobody's out there. Does it really matter if you're all by you don't look dumb. Nobody's
Yeah, dude, but if you fall
Yeah.
and nobody's there, you're still an ass.
Well, yeah.
I'm standing here, and you know how it goes. Jerk.
So can you well what? Come on.
I'm just annoyed. I thought it'd be really fun, and it's just there's like one creepy bird and an oil spill.
Okay.
But I did just play a game.
Well, you played a game out there. What
Yeah.
is that?
When I come in the morning, I play bunny, rat, or turd
Uh-huh.
to see what I spot in the parking lot.
Or run over, yeah.
Rat.
Rat. You spotted a rat. Okay. Well, I'm glad for you.
Why am I out here and you're in there? It's like, why?
Because you don't know what any of these buttons do in here.
That's actually not true.
All right.
I know what the green one does.
There is no green button at all.
Thought there was.
No. Can you work the light switch?
Uh-huh.
You see, you're the funny one. I push the buttons, so the funny one goes outside to freeze their ass off. Oh, it's 52.
Question for you.
Yeah.
Now, was this the beginning, the little seeds of our discontent? Or was this just another day of us fucking with each other and everybody else?
I think it was a little bit of both.
Interesting.
Because this would be what we'd have normally done, but I don't recall specifically making you go out there to suffer, even though our lives were falling apart at this point. The wrecking ball was in charge, but this was also us in our stride. This was us at our peak performance, right?
Yeah, the show is flying high, but I hear something in my voice that's a little beyond comedy. There's a little bit of a sprinkling of something like grrr, for real.
Well, yeah, you're out in the parking lot. The wind is blowing. You can hear it. And it's not that warm out.
It's a penguin waddling by.
And there's rats. All right. Well, we open up the phones. So this again, all right, in defense here, if you were in the studio where there's no green button.
I swear I saw one. Light green? Dark green?
No green. That board had no green at all.
Mint?
Nope. You're thinking EQX. They had green buttons.
Oh, there you go.
I was able to put a caller on the air. Let's see what the callers had to say.
104.9 The Edge, 51 degrees at 6:31. It's the Darwin and Cat radio show. It is so nice out. We've sent Cat outside. Hello, The Edge.
Is she seriously outside doing the show with you, Darwin?
Yeah, she's outside, dude. I just checked on her. She's a little chilly, but she'll be all right.
I was going to say, it's Rod. Do you want me to go, and scare the shit out of her?
No. Don't do that to Kitty. Be nice. She has pepper spray.
Oh, yeah, that might hurt.
Yeah, that would be not good.
Incredible buttheads, right?
Exactly.
Darwin and Cat.
It's the worst show in town.
What? 104.9 The Edge.
I left that sweeper in there because I forgot how funny that was.
Oh, I love that sweeper.
Sorry.
Yeah, who can't push the buttons now? He really wanted to come and scare, as he said, scare the shit out of me.
Yes, and I was not going to let him do that.
Okay, thank you. See, we weren't actually completely at war. And if you do want to hear that story, check out our episode, Darwin and Cat Go to War, because you will hear the whole story.
It's a horror story, but funny. I just want to play that sweeper again because that was really good.
Darwin and Cat.
The green button.
It's the worst show in town.
What? 104.9 The Edge.
That might be one of my favorite new things that I forgot about.
I think that's great. Pretty
That's
accurate.
how we presented our show. We would say we were the worst show in town.
Minimum wage morning show we went by for a while.
We loved it.
Yep.
This one, I think we start to argue a little bit about you being out there.
Yeah, I think I wanted to come in. I think I was getting cold. I totally remember this now.
A little bit of pushback here, yeah.
Okay.
God Save the Queen, the Sex Pistols, 104.9 The Edge, the Darwin and Cat radio show. It is 6:39, and right now, 52 degrees out. Cat is in the parking lot doing the show today because it's so nice out. How you doing out there?
Sucks.
It sucks? Oh, come on. Don't be a wet blanket.
No, it's a little chilly out here.
No, it's not that cold.
Well, there's wind. It's not even just the wind. It's like the noise from the cars on the highway.
Oh, because we got the road back there. Yeah, alternate 7 and all that. Well, it's not that cold, though.
Actually, Darwin, can you bring my jacket?
No, it's not bad. It's 52.
I'm from California. It's not that nice out here, you fool.
See?
Why wouldn't I bring you your
You
jacket?
wouldn't even bring me my jacket. Didn't we? Did we have an intern who could have brought me my jacket and get college credit for it?
I don't know why I wouldn't bring you your jacket. Was I crabby that day?
That day.
Okay.
See,
More
I
crabby
think
than usual.
I think we found something in here. I think there's something real. It's not just a bit. I think you wanted me out of that studio.
I'm putting you outside like the wind and no coat, and I'm like, you fool! Like there was something.
So little matches to keep warm.
I love the you fool. That was just.
Well, we had to get creative with what we could say on commercial radio.
So we used to do our today's headlines, and it was our weird news. And during this month or so, we tried something different with it, where we were giving listeners a hint about the news story, and they had to call in and guess what it was. And I'm trying to do this, and you're out in the parking lot trying to read papers in the dark. So I'm gonna.
The wind blowing, howling through the trees.
Yeah, you can't see.
An owl goes by.
There was a giant owl back there too. That's right.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pause this one partway through. This is where we progressed into trying to do a regular show with you in the parking lot freezing.
And now the headlines. Blah, 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 blah.
104.9 The New Edge news time, 6:50. It is 52 degrees. Cat chilling out in the parking lot still. What is our story today?
A guy killed
Oops, sorry about that. There you go.
You get it right.
I couldn't turn you up enough. Go ahead.
A guy killed his girlfriend. What did he do with her after that?
476-1049. What did the guy do after he killed his lady friend? Hey, The Edge, good morning.
Hi, I want to answer your question.
You want to check in on the headlines? What did he do with her after he killed her?
He brought her over to his mother's,
Yep.
took off her ear, and boiled her.
Yeah, you're pretty much right. He boiled her ear when the police. He told his mom what he'd done, and when mom came in, there was an ear boiling, and there were other parts all cut up. Isn't that great?
Yeah, lovely.
Hey, The Edge.
So I'm going to pause there.
There was something so wrong with us, Darwin. We were working out our shit on the air and dragging our listeners into it. I'm convinced.
And you, at one point too, I didn't have your mic up all the way because it was hard because the wind.
Yeah.
And you were just immediately like, stupid.
What's the matter with you?
Why can't you do your job?
button pushing boy.
So that was great. And then we take the call, right? All right. And then you're hearing all this out there. All right. So there's another call here.
Morning.
Yeah, she had some liver pate and some Chianti.
Well, I guess so. It was just whatever her name was, Shelly Pate or Bethany Pate.
I should have left this joke to you. This is terrible. This is
Were you
not
kind of
funny.
tripping over that one? Well, maybe I
there
saved
was nothing going right there. That was
Okay.
embarrassing.
What did I do?
God.
He cooked her, dude.
He did what?
He cooked her.
Well, yeah.
That's what you do. Oh, Kat, what are you doing in here? You're supposed to be outside in the parking lot.
So all of a sudden,
I came storming in, like your mom storming into your room going, clean this up.
You heard that lame attempt at a joke from me, and you're like, that's it. I need to get...
I'm coming inside.
What are you doing in here?
Dude, I couldn't stay out there any longer. I just want to make a couple of comments. First of all,
She comes in to comment on cooking, on
First
like
of all-
human cooking.
he just wanted to make some stock, and you need an ear to make a good stock. He was making soup. And second of all, I don't think you even understood a Silence of the Lambs reference.
Okay, I got it. I got it there.
All
That's what I
right.
was going.
No, I didn't get it.
Oh,
I did not get
you
it. I
didn't
missed it.
see that.
It went over my
Pretty
head.
young
Yes.
at the time when Silence of the Lambs came out.
Going along with it.
Uh-huh. Sure.
Oh, now she's mad at me because I made her freeze out there.
He took off her ears?
Dude.
That's just not nice.
I'm kind of scared now because, the things I do with Kat, like making her go on the outside, I'm afraid now that she's a good cook.
Co-host found earless in a pot, but at least she was warm.
Oh, my God. So I think it was meant to be funny, but it was that little bit of...
something was, yes, of course, always. Our show was meant to be funny, but I think a storm's
There was a little
brewing.
bit
I
there.
really do.
All right, so you're back in the studio, so let's continue on with the show, right?
What could go wrong?
I love our headline today. I saw yesterday that guy, he killed his girlfriend, brought her to mom's, and cooked her up. It doesn't say if you ate her yet.
When am I going to meet your mother? Well,
lines are open 476-1049. Hey,
so what is it with us in killing and eating people? Like, what is going on with us here?
Isn't it just typical morning show fodder? News, weather, and earless people?
Let's see what the callers say.
The Edge, what up?
Yeah, I think your news headline.
Yeah.
I think it was a lack of communication because she just said, "You never eat me."
well, you know what? Dr. Ruth says you have to ask a guy. You have to tell him what you want in bed.
Yeah,
he can't. Well, he was a dum-dum.
My mom always said, if you don't ask, you don't get. Well, you got to care for what you wish for, right?
Did I really just bring my mother in to that conversation?
Good job.
Wow. Sometimes our listeners are really funny, though. That was funny.
Yeah, they were great. They were as fucked up as we were, I think, at the time.
That's why
they were all going through stuff.
Communication is the key to success.
Indeed. Good advice. Thanks for checking in.
And Lobes is good eating.
Thanks for that nugget, Kat.
Hey, you know what? I'd provide an insight.
You're listening to the Darwin and Cat Radio Show, 104.9 The Edge.
Wow.
It was true then, and it's true now.
I got nothing. Nothing. So this was also around the time there was a writer's strike, and I always hated Jay Leno, too. I had a lot of things I hated.
Yeah, you had some sort of thing against Jay.
Well, I was always Team Letterman. Maybe that's why.
Well, I love the old
Dave.
Letterman show. So great.
Yeah. Great. So maybe I was really loyal, and there was something about Jay Leno and his, long face that annoyed me. Yeah, he made...
You ever see Launchpad McQuack?
Yes.
Yeah, kind of that chin.
That's the look. He was crossing the picket line, and the writers weren't writing his jokes for him, and he was really not funny. So we decided that we were going to do... Now, this is where I'm nice, and this is the many moods of Darwin in this particular episode.
It's a big, confusing ball of Play-Doh all wrapped up in one. That's true.
Because after making you suffer in the parking lot, now I'm like, Kat is really funny. Call in and give us a bad joke, and Kat's going to fix it for Jay Leno.
I'll improv a few things and punch up your joke, yeah.
So it's Kat's Comedy Clinic.
Ooh.
Jay Leno crossing the picket line. He's being a scab, writing his own jokes. Kat doesn't think he should do that because you're a writer.
I think we should all support the writers at this time.
And I don't think you should because he's not funny. So we're doing Kat's Comedy Clinic. You give us a joke, which it's not going to be funnier than Kat's, in my opinion, because I think you're the funniest
it will be.
person in Capital Land.
Oh, stop.
And remember, Kat hates blonde jokes. So let's see what you can do. Hey, The Edge.
Yeah, we're talking about blonde jokes.
All right, you got one that's total.
So I love our listeners, and I'm saying you hate blonde jokes. And what does he?
There, he's got one holstered. I love it.
He calls in with it right away.
Really gonna annoy Kat. Let's see if she can fix it.
I hate blonde jokes, but go ahead.
Not even to fix. It's one of the classics.
Oh, it's a classic. All right.
Goes blonde brunette, blonde brunette, blonde brunette.
Okay, I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
A blonde doing cartwheels.
Why did I laugh at that? All right, dude.
Whose side are you on?
I'm sorry.
Side are you on?
Yeah, Darwin.
It was so stupid. I laughed like it's not even. I still don't get the joke. Do you?
No.
Okay. Let's see if you fixed it.
Some jokes can actually give you pancreatic cancer. I think that is an example.
Yeah, but it's a classic, he said. It's a classic.
Doesn't he know anyone who waxes? Come on. Blonde.
Oh, now I get the joke.
That's actually pretty good.
Okay. You had to explain it to the gay. Got it.
My only favorite blonde joke is, how do you kill a blonde?
How, Darwin?
Put a scratch and sniff sticker in the bottom of the pool. Oh, no. The other one I like is, what did the blonde say when she found out she was pregnant?
What? Is it mine?
Is it mine?
Yeah. Yeah, I felt that coming.
Oh, boy. All right. Well, I don't think we got much good stuff for Leno, did we?
You know what? It might be better than what he has.
Yeah, it's for the record there.
I used to hate a lot of things too, apparently, because a blonde joke doesn't even move my needle anymore. Like, why? What?
You just don't care now.
I don't care. Blonde bald. I do think that was pretty solid, though.
Yeah. So, and then somehow we pivot over to Mariah Carey.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why, but here she comes.
The other day, I saw a thing about, I think it was yesterday, Mariah Carey, who I hate her
I'm
so
not a
much.
fan either.
I've never liked her. I think she screeches. She doesn't sing. And I dated somebody for 2 years, and Mariah Carey was the favorite artist.
Wait.
It was, yeah.
You dated
somebody for 2 years who is obsessed.
whose favorite album was Butterfly.
Or I don't know. Is that one of her? I probably should know this. Yes, 2 years of hell. So I particularly, especially hate her.
I think you're dancing around something here, and so am I. I dated some individual for 2 years, and we couldn't say you dated a guy for, who's your boyfriend. We couldn't say this because we had to stuff you in a closet. We were forbidden to mention that.
And you know what? You want another level of secret on that?
Sure.
The person I was speaking about was the person I was in a relationship with at that time.
No.
And
Him?
we had been in a disagreement that morning.
About Mariah Carey specifically?
No, just in general. And he also kind of made this comment about, what are you going to talk about this on the radio? Well, I never listened to the show anyway.
I used to get that too.
So I just kind of, but he would listen, which was kind of mine.
They always do.
Yes. So I did. That was very passive aggressive on my part. So maybe I was a little salty putting you in the parking lot.
Yeah. But it's just interesting because we would avoid pronouns. We would avoid he. We would always say someone.
It was so obvious.
Person.
It was vague because we didn't want to lie.
No, but we weren't allowed to tell the truth.
Right.
So we didn't want to pretend it was a girl. It's such a non-issue. It's so dumb. So dumb.
I know. If they had heard my college ear check.
Well, that would have been a little tip off.
They would have been like, oh, he's a little.
Emphasis on tip.
Global warming was the problem in the world. Now, I'm noticing a trend in all these clips, and this is all from the same day, the same show.
Dear God, that was a jam-packed episode.
There's more. But I noticed something we were really talking about, specifically me, things I hate and things you hate.
It was a theme.
We talked about, yes. And I want to point out another air check thing that I'm really embarrassed about listening to this with, that I could have done better with. This is a good show, by the way. I think this is a great episode, like the morning, right? Do you agree?
Overall, I think it's a solid one. Yeah.
But what was it with me calling people dude?
You did call people dude a lot. There were two things you actually said a lot. And I'm guilty of the first one, which is dude. We said that all the time. We replaced hey or oh or anything, any pauses, dude.
Dude.
The other thing you used to say when you said goodbye was late.
Yeah,
instead of later.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
I do. Late.
No, but it was late, like with 3 A's in it.
That was the gay coming out.
Oh, okay.
Late. No, I'm kidding. Maybe it was. I don't know. It actually bugs me. I hear how often I'm saying dude.
Yeah, we never got checked on that.
No. See, that air check didn't help us out.
What good are they anyway?
If you know, what is the latest thing being blamed for global warming? Something ridiculous. No, it's not cows pooping.
That's an old one.
That is. 476-149. I'll give a hint.
This is a whole new theory.
It's something I hate.
Oh, geez, that can be anything.
True.
You weren't wrong.
Shocker. Something you hate.
But come to find out, it was something you hated too, which is really funny. So let's find out what it was.
What's the latest thing being blamed for global warming? Oh, this one's interesting. And it's something I hate. And you hate too. 476-149. Yo, The Edge, what is it?
Bagpipe.
You got it, dude.
There's dude, but bagpipes?
Yes. Okay, as soon as I'm thinking, you know what? We were just too negative. It's not justified. No, it's justified. Bagpipes.
This one is. Okay. And we do kind of get into it here.
Coming after you, bagpipe people. Sorry.
I hate bagpipes.
No
Now, how is it that it's bagpipes? Is it the hot wind coming off the bagpipe player's nuts?
A fair question.
Okay.
What is it?
Well, what they're saying is like that they're making them out of plastic. And because nobody wants.
I'm like stuttering. I hate these bagpipes so much.
It's really tripping you up with just so much rage.
Those because they make them out of some sort of African blackwood tree and the trees are endangered.
Oh, wow. Do you have a hatred of bagpipes like we do?
Unfortunately, I'm an Irishman, and I've been raised with them, so it's kind of like a part of my heritage. But, you know, they do get annoying because all you ever really hear is Amazing Grace, you know what I'm saying?
Dude. That and Glowworm. I don't get it.
Yeah, they're not good.
You know, but there it is.
Well, you got it, so beware of the bagpipes.
Hell yeah. You guys have a good day.
You too. All right, dude, do you want to hear my one joke?
Oh, no.
I only have one joke, and it's really bad.
What is it?
Why do bagpipers walk when they play?
Why?
Because they're trying to get away from the noise. See, it's funny. Kat doesn't think it is. I do.
Oh, man, that's funny.
Kat, what do you say?
My spleen is curling up.
She's heard that joke a billion times. All right, man. Have a good day.
Have a good one.
You too.
Now what?
What?
Don't give me that look. I'm going to explain why I hate bagpipes in a second here. I have a good reason. You do too. 30 Seconds to Mars from yesterday. The Darwin and Cat radio show on 104.9 The Edge.
What the hell was wrong with me? That's a funny joke. Was I just mad at you that day? That is not me. I like that. That's a good, solid bagpipe joke.
Probably because I told it too many times.
Maybe you wore out that.
That might have been it. I wore it out.
Yeah.
Probably I beat it to death.
But you know me, if I think something's funny, I will say it over and over. I don't care. So I think I was just being salty that day.
Yeah, maybe. But it is kind of, and I still tell people that if I see bagpipes, I'm like, why do they walk when they play?
Stick with what works. It's a good one.
So this is coming up toward the end of the show, and we have one break left. It's our goodbye break, but we still have to explain ourselves. Why do you hate the bagpipes? Why do I hate the bagpipes?
Yeah, there's a story, I think. Yep.
Yeah. Your reason actually is way better than mine, by the way. Mine's just dumb, but let's see what we did.
104.9 The Edge, Kill Switch, and Holy Divers. Darwin and Cat radio show. And before we check out for the day, I want to explain my hatred of bagpipes.
Your hatred? I have a hatred too.
Well, yeah, and I said earlier, because that was our headline story, they say bagpipes are contributing to global warming. And I said, well, Cat is a good reason too. I don't actually know your reason. Why do you hate them?
Bagpipes cause starvation.
Yeah, what?
My friend's 30th birthday party was a fancy, huge, beautiful affair. We're all having dinner. In marches 30 bagpipers, and we're told it's rude to eat. Well, people are playing bagpipes. And we just started dinner, and I was really hungry. And they played for an hour and a half.
You sat there.
For an hour and a half, not being able to finish my pasta because of the damn bagpipers.
I would have eaten anyhow.
I didn't want to be rude.
I know, you're nice like that.
Yeah.
You're too nice for your own good. So that's your hatred.
Next time I'll just bring a feed bag.
I've always disliked them.
Okay, so I just put your reason is so perfect.
I remember like it was yesterday. I'm just staring down at this like rotelli, and they're just like, in the background. And oh, God, I want to eat now.
You want to eat. My reason wasn't as good.
Why?
I just have. They just have always bugged me. But what sealed the deal, when I graduated from NAU out in Flagstaff, they brought in bagpipers for graduation, like playing the graduation march, which at first was like, what the hell? This sucks. Then every speaker we had talked about death and dying.
So
and
you associate it with not only
It's a
death and
funeral.
dying,
Right.
but welcome to debt.
Right. Right, that too. My graduation from college was a funeral, for real. The guy gets up there, he works for the DOT.
Kiss, yeah.
And he has a broadcasting degree. He's like, everywhere I've worked is 4 letters. W blah, blah, blah. K blah, blah, blah. AZDOT. I'm like, that's 5 letters, you fool. And then
Whatever.
he talked about
Who's
dying
counting?
in a drunk crash. And then the bagpipes start playing Amazing Grace.
Kiss the Blarney Stone, now you owe 60 grand.
Pretty much, so.
Welcome to life.
But my reason's not as good as yours. I think you were justified in saying it caused starvation.
I think we're both justified in our you know what? I got to tell you that now in my evolved self, I don't hate bagpipes as much.
I still do.
Okay.
I still do. Just as much, if not more. So that was a retrospect of you solo early on in radio and
your gay radio years, which I love.
I don't even know if I have air checks from KFLX, but they're probably just as bad.
What was KFLX?
KFLX was a hot AC I was on in Flagstaff.
Okay. And on the gayometer, like 10 being Liberace, how hard did you ping?
My voice started to change and I started to get a little less lispy because I was learning how to speak on the radio.
Okay. So like
right in
maybe
the
a
middle.
7.5?
Maybe not a Richard Simmons, but
Okay.
maybe more of an Andy Cohen.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can see that needle. Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, getting closer to that. So I had to learn because you got to learn how to speak on the radio.
You really
right?
do. I mean, I never did, but you really
You
did.
did.
Thank you.
You did. You learned very well. You were a pro, and it was fun. You
Listen,
heard that
Cookie,
in
I'm a
clips.
pro here. Let me stamp out my cigarette.
Incredible buttheads, right? Exactly.
Darwin and Cat.
It's the worst show in town.
What?
Thanks for finding the Darwin and Cat podcast. Like what you hear? Then like, subscribe, tell a friend, and if you're on YouTube, hit the bell notification so you're the first to know when new episodes drop. Thanks for being here. We really do appreciate you more than you'll ever know. And remember, stay curious, stay kind, and stay weird.
Late.